All right, today we are doing more of the problems with orders of operation. There is an order. What is the first thing that has to be?
The brackets or parentheses?
Brackets or parentheses. They always get done first. They have exceptionalities there. Next was what? Kellen?
Powers of 10.
Powers of 10. Basically, you're going to have 10 with a little number up there. That little number is going to tell you what?
How many zeros?
How many zeros? Yesterday you had a 10 to the second. And you guys were like, was that 20? No, you don't multiply it. It tells you how many zeros. Okay? After that one, what's next? What's the third step?
Multiplication and division.
Multiplication and division. Okay? The last step?
Addition and subtraction.
So any multiplication and division you're going to do before you even do a addition or subtraction. Addition and subtraction are what you do last. Okay? And that's what we had on the board yesterday. Now, I'm going to give you about 3 problems here. First of all, parentheses. So what do I do? Kelly. What? What am I going to do here first? There's no division up there. Multiply what?
20 times 4.
And I get 80. Okay? Bring it down to plus sign. Then what am I going to multiply?
20 times 4.
And what do I get? 60. Guys, these problems are not very hard. 80 plus 60. 8 and 6 is 14. Add your 0 on. 140. Okay? Dante. Let's do the next problem. What do I do first? Do I subtract? No.
You do. Is that a division sign?
This is a division sign.
Oh.
What's the first thing I gotta do? Are there any brackets?
No.
No parentheses or brackets. Are there any powers?
No.
No.
2 times 7?
Huh?
2 times 7?
That's a plus.
Oh! 2 plus 7?
Huh?
8 divided by 2?
8 divided by 2 is?
Huh?
8 divided by 2 is what?
What?
What is 8 divided by 2? Twice.
4?
4. So my problem now is 5 minus 4 plus 7. What do I do now?
You answer it?
Answer it. Well, go ahead.
Oh! No. 8?
5 minus 4 is 1 plus 7 equals 8. Okay? Yesterday you guys were coming up and you had problems like this where you had a division followed by a multiplication in the middle of the problem. You do that and then you just solve straight across. Because that whole entity, that whole section in the middle where you had to divide and then multiply, you ended up with like 2 or 3 is your answer for that section. Here you ended up with 4. Now, you bring down the 5 because you don't subtract, you subtract and add last. So now I'm down to adding and subtracting, and I'm doing that last. 5 minus 4 is 1, plus 7 is 8. Now, I got another problem over here. Lucas, what do I do first?
18 divided by 3.
Nope.
Oh,
Are there any brackets?
no, what you do is you add 2 more zeros to the 10.
So this is 1,000 plus 18 divided by 3 minus 12.
So then so the 18 divided by 3, that's 6.
So now I got 1,000 plus 6 minus 12.
So then you're gonna add 1,000. You're gonna add 1,006,
Okay?
and then you're gonna take away 12,
Yeah?
and that's gonna be 9. No, 88. 988.
Well, if I'm at 1,006 and I take 12 from it,
96.
huh?
996. 996.
4. Okay? Because if you're at 1,006, you subtract 12. You're gonna have 4, 9, 9. Okay? Today, you are doing more problems with this. Today, I want to see less of you coming up because yesterday, you guys were coming up because you had questions. But they really weren't questions. It was more or less, am I doing this right? Because you didn't feel like you were doing it right. Now, since you did them yesterday, a lot of the problems are still the same today. The same type of problems. This was number 1, this was number 5.
Yeah.
That's number 5. Okay, on the more practice page. Okay, so I want to see you guys having more confidence in what you're doing. Okay, because you're getting it. You know the steps. Okay, go through and make sure that you are doing the steps. Are there any brackets? No. And that's where with Lucas, I got to him and I said, well, you do 18 divided by 3. But there's one step before that, and that would be taking the 10 to the power of 3 and making it 1,000. Once we've done that, then you go to the 18, the division or multiplication. And then we're down to just addition and subtraction. Okay? And you guys are getting it because you come up and you ask me questions. I don't write anything down that much. I just point out what things are, and then I say, well, you got this, this, this. Oh. So you have it. You know it. Just have confidence in yourself while you're doing it. Okay? So I need you to get started on that. You have page 69 and 70 to do in your workbook. You have IXLs of 09 and D17 to do. Okay? And I want you to get started on that. Dante.